to my channel and welcome to the first Ask a Geek video. I don't really have a name for it now, but a lot of people are asking for my opinion because I'm collecting and selling for almost 15 years now. Now there are a few questions and which I will answer now, and hopefully I'll have answers for it because nobody can know anything. So let's start with this one from a female follower from Facebook, and she wanted to know what it is and what's it worth. And of course, this is from the Tomy as seen on the bottom. So she sent a picture of the bottom, which you can see also here, hopefully. It's from 2004 from Tomy, the company who makes these awesome miniatures from Disney or from whatever. And it's from the Fantastic Gallery. What was it called? Fantastic. Yeah, it was Fantastic Gallery, series 3, and it's one of 5. And this one symbolizes 1993, the date when the partner statue was introduced in Disney theme parks. The whole series of all 5 is about $20. So your figurine is just worth about $4. So that's one. Then one sent me a picture of that one. Of course, that's a Once Upon a Time playset from Mattel. I believe it's from 1992. I had that exactly same one as a child. Was an awesome playset. I had all of them. My sister all gave them to me. Presented them to me as a gift. And of course, this is the Sleeping Beauty one. It came with 3 figurines. There were no additional figurines. So Mattel made a lot of houses in the Once Upon a Time series where they had a lot of additional figurines. But they haven't done additional figurines for the Once Upon a Time set. I believe Applause did some in the 90s, and then later when Disney Store introduced their PVC figurine sets, they've done some Sleeping Beauty ones. But Mattel never did any Sleeping Beauty ones except the 3 that came with the house. So there was no Maleficent, no other fairies. There was only the blue one, Merryweather. I don't know. So it only came with the 3 figurines. And you wanted to know, so I'll answer when it was made, about 1992, 1994. About that period of time, Mattel did them. And in that open state, because it was open, but it's a really nice package, and it comes with a package. If we look at sold eBay items like that, it sold for like $15 to $20. So that's about the value you can. If you sell the figurines individually, you can like put a $5 value on each figurine, and about $5 to $10 for the house. So $15 to $25 is okay for an open play set with the original box. Did that answer your question? Or man, talking like that. The next one we can say right there. Okay, that's a question. She asks, because I got a lot of catalogs, and she asked if I can find them in my catalogs, but unfortunately I can't, because there is no catalog today I can see all the Mattel ones Mattel did, or Applause. There's also a lot of Applause figurines in the comic figurine catalogs, but there aren't a lot of Disney parks or Disney Store figurines in these catalogs. The Disney Store started in the early 90s, right after Mattel launched their Once Upon a Time playsets. So they also did PVC playsets. This is one of the early ones. This is from 1995. 1998, when Mulan, 1995 was Pocahontas, 1998 when Mulan came to the movies, when Mulan hit the theaters, they've done the Mulan playset for the Disney Store, so this is a Disney Store exclusive. These were the only ones they did. So there were a few from Mattel, there were a few from Bullyland, but there weren't a lot of Mulan figurines out there. So the Disney Store did one, and she also asked for a complete list of all the Disney Store play sets. So that would be awesome. I might be working on that. So I'm actually will start to work on a list of all the Disney Store play sets from the early 1990s till today. So because the Disney Store has done a lot of playsets, so there are not that many vintage playsets from the 90s, but there are a lot of playsets like from the early 2000s and then today, because they have done a playset for like every movie now, so that's pretty awesome, and for every TV show they've done. So I'm working on a list, and I'll hit you up with the list as soon as I have finished it. Maybe I'll do a catalog out of it. Maybe I'll put it online so everybody of you can see that. I'm working on a list, but it can take a while. Okay, the next one is also Disney related. Why are the people always sending me Disney related stuff? I also knew about other stuff. So there's a picture she has found that looks like, okay, let's show it. Should be there right now, hopefully. There. Is it? Is it? It looks like a photocopied animation cell, production cell. I don't know, there's something on the back. Why can't people turn the pictures? It's from the National Film Archives Stills Library. Okay, I can't answer that right away. Because, as I said, I'm answering the questions right now. I haven't searched for any information for that pictures. I just gone through all my messages, put the big pictures on my desktop, and just talking about them. So I don't really know what that is. I have to check that out and come to you back later. But it looks like a photocopied animation cell. That's what it is, I think. So then on to the next one. As I said, I really have to check out what's up with that picture of that photocopy, because it got that stamp on the back. I have to check that out and tell you later. So the next one I can answer right away. You can see the picture here. It's little display boxes with a figurine set of, I believe that's, oh yeah, that's Ratatouille, of course, and it's the Lion King. And these look like little Kinder Surprise toys, but they aren't done by Kinder Surprise or by Tsaini. Tsaini is a very well-known company to make toys like that. But these figurines actually are pretty detailed. They're a lot nicer than the ones from Tsaini. They're from a company called Lantrin from Russia, and they're pretty cool. They were made in 2006. So the Ratatouille one and the Lion King one came out in 2006. And the X were about $1 each. And the whole sets sell for about $15. So you've got two complete sets of both series of the Lion King and the Ratatouille one, and they're about $15 each. So yeah, that should answer your question. Oh, cool! Next one. Next one is this figurine. Hopefully, it appears here. Haven't done that before. It's, of course, Donald Duck as Darth Maul. It's Darth Maul Donald Duck. That's how Walt Disney Classic Collection called him. He was available through the Star Wars Weekends 2012, and he was also one of the last, like the last figurines Walt Disney Classic Collection did after they took Walt Disney Classic Collection to their grave, which is still sad. It was the best like Disney sculpture series which was out there. He isn't limited. He's not limited to any number or something like that. So there could be, I don't know, 100,000 of him out there, which I highly don't think. But there could be a lot of them there. And it's a collaborative effort between the Walt Disney Classic Collection, Dave Pacheco, who did the sculpting on him, the Disney Design Group, of course, from Disney Theme Park, because it was for the Star Wars Weekends in Walt Disney World, and the Lucasfilm Limited, which is also today a Disney firm. Yeah, back then it wasn't Disney, so they had to like be collaborative with the Lucasfilm Limited. The issue price of that thing was $150, I believe. I believe $150. Good to know he hasn't dropped in value. So he's selling, if he's online. So he's hard to get. Even he's not limited, but he's hard to get. There are not many on the secondary market right now. But if he is, he always sells about $150. I haven't seen one in a while that's sold for like under $150. So he hasn't dropped in value. Hopefully that's good to know for you. So, and yeah, you've got the box, you've got the certificate of authenticity. That's awesome. Yeah, of course, you can get your $150 back if you paid that $150. So second last one for this video. I don't know how long this video is, but you guys sent me so many questions, and they're all Disney related. So last one is this one. It's a picture, a framed picture. It's a print. And okay, you send like the certificate with it, because I wouldn't remember that name. It's from Craig McCullough. I hope I said that right. Craig McCullough. And was also sold on the Star Wars Weekends in 2011. And I believe it was about $50 back then. It probably was a bit more framed, but it was about $50, I believe, and you easily could get about 60. They're still selling in the Disney galleries and in some Walt Disney World merchandise shops or whatever, for around $60 to $70. So that's what you should get. So at least you get your money back. He hasn't dropped in value either. So last one, of course, the picture and the Donald was from the same person. The last one is it's a Mattel toy again, as you can see here. It's a Mattel Disney toy, and these toys like in the late 80s, I believe from 1986 till 1992. I had one as a child, as a small child, when I was born in 1988, and I definitely had one of these. They're for the ages 2 and 5, and you said this one is mint in package, so never removed from box. As I said, it's between 1986 and 1992. That's like the dates, the date Mattel made them, and they were about $50, no, 40 bucks in Germany, and maybe about $30 in the US, and that's about the price you get today. So minted package, never removed from box. You can get about $30 for it. Hasn't increased a lot in value because there are a lot of toy collectors out there for the PVC figurines and stuff like that, and dolls, but like the toddler toys haven't really increased in value because not much collectors are collecting toddler toys. So about $30 should be a good price for that, because it's a toddler toy and you really can't display them well, or they don't display good. So that's, I think, why collectors don't really collect toddler toys. So that's it for today. A lot of questions in the last week. Keep them coming. And guys, I also know about a lot of stuff not that nothing has to that has nothing to do with Disney. Also give me all your not Disney questions about merchandise or whatever, memorabilia. I will do my best to answer them. Girl with the Snow White picture, I will get back to you. I will check out all the information I can get about that. And thanks so much for watching the first episode of Ask a Geek. Or maybe that's just the name. Ask a Geek. Thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. See you real soon.